out of Canada, as you can see, very big, very powerful, Tommy Magee. Remember that name.
The holy grail of wrestling tape trading is the match between Bret Hart and Mega Man Tom Magee from 1986.
I love folklore in wrestling, and there's so little of it that still remains folklore. And this is one of those stories that has just been in the zeitgeist until recently without any real concrete proof except from the people who lived it.
You know, he looked like an Adonis. You know, he was just chiseled, about 6'3", 6'4". And he had that really curly locks. Like, he was a handsome guy. He was a real specimen. Like, when my dad saw him, he was like, this guy's unbelievable.
Oh, their mouths were watering when they saw this guy, right? World's strongest man. He took #2 in the World's Strongest Man contest. You got this guy that's like strongest man in the world, can do backflips, gainers, like, just all this amazing stuff.
When Vince saw him, it's like, this is the future.
The story is like, here's gonna be this next Hulk Hogan. He's younger, he's this power lifter, but he's also shredded and a great athlete.
Just the idea that in the 1980s, in the late 80s, there was even a thought that the world of WWE would exist without Hulk Hogan. So much to the point that they saw this person and thought that he could take the reins. And then adding on to the story that Tom Magee had this opportunity. So they bring him in and they go, we can't put him on TV yet. Because when we put him on TV, it's gonna be, ta-da, here it is. So in the meantime, let's just get him warmed up and let's see what he can do. And they put him in this match with Bret Hart at a TV taping that they never put on TV.
It was told to Bret Hart that this match wasn't going to be televised. It was just an opportunity to see if Tom Magee was worth investing in.
And when he's in there with Bret Hart, he has the match of a lifetime, of his lifetime anyway.
I think it was Rochester, New York, but we had the place rocking, the whole building rocking for a TV taping. I knew him from Calgary a little bit. I knew he was just starting and stuff. So I went back and I said to Tom Magee, I said, what are your 3 best moves? Tell them to me. He gave me a couple moves. He did something where he did a somersault off the top, and you can do this one there, this one here, and I'll do that one on the end. And I just kind of spaced them out for him. I said, just listen to everything I tell you, and don't question anything I tell you to do. Like, you're gonna get hired after today.
And they go, okay, he's got all the tools we need. He's got everything that we need. He just pulled off a great match with Bret Hart.
I mostly remember wrestlers talking to me about it after, about Vince just going crazy at the gorilla position, going, unbelievable, like this is our new champion. I think he said that to somebody, this is our next champion.
Rightly so, cheering on this youngster, Tommy Magee.
The company, they thought they were looking at their next world champion, and they were. It was just the wrong guy.
After that, he wrestled a couple of other matches that weren't televised against Ted DiBiase.
You talking about when I saw Tom Magee versus $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase?
Yes. Yeah.
It's one of the best matches of the whole night. Quality matches were not a thing back then at TV tapings. He had that potential, and no one was wrong about that potential.
From Vancouver, British Columbia, Tom Magee!
And some people have more aptitude for this. You know, somebody that it's been their dream, like me, since I'm 10 years old, right? So I caught on to this a lot quicker. But Tom Magee still could have made it. You know, there weren't a lot of Bret Harts and $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase's for him to work with. Tom Magee was out there every night, you know, on the road for a good solid year with guys like that. He would have picked this up, I think. I mean, I don't know if he would have ended up being the man, but Like the smart guys would have known, okay, I can make money with this guy, so let me go out there and teach him and make him look good. I just assumed from that point on, we'd be seeing this guy on TV, you know, okay. Matter of fact, I was pretty sure I'd get some kind of an explanation as to who he was on TV by the following week. So.
What happened?
Nothing, and then we all forgot.
Wow, tremendous matchup here this week. Take a look, watch these tremendous moves, backflip. Oh, give me a break. This guy is unreal.
Looks like a ride at the fair.
We're going to be seeing a whole lot more of Tommy Magee here in the World Wrestling Federation.
It's really rare to have matches like that were filmed and with commentary and all that and never air on TV, you know. Well, so I know quite a bit about this match.
So Bret played this match one time. There was a get-together at his house in like '96.
About '96 or '97, we were over at Bret's house for a barbecue.
And this happened to be one of the matches that was playing. And so like I can vaguely remember watching with Harry.
Going back to this, years later, whenever I'd see Bret, I would ask him about the Tom Magee match. And he'd go, yeah, you know, Harry, next time you come up to my house, I'll dig it up and show it to you. I said, okay. And then whenever I go to his house, I'd say, oh, Bret, do you have that match? Oh, I gotta go find it somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'll find it and show it to you, though. But then he never would. So, and then it got lost throughout the years.
WWE doesn't just have it readily available, which you could order, you could ask for certain matches while in developmental, and I would ask for it, and it never appeared. This Tom Magee match never appeared. So I figured if WWE doesn't have it cataloged and logged and easily accessible, I'm never going to see this match.
I think about why the footage went missing, because I was a tape trader, a big tape trader in high school. I have thousands of WWE VHS tapes still at my parents' house, and I had everything. I had the satellite feeds that weren't supposed to go out to the public with the mess-ups on it. I had the house show stuff. I had Farewell to the Click. I had Mick Foley's high school video that he made where he debuted Dude Love. I had everything that wasn't supposed to exist. But in the tape trading community, only a few even knew that this was a thing. I don't think I had found out about this match until after I was out of the VHS game.
There was a big tape trading community back in the day.
Do you remember this match with Bret? Like, do you remember this tape?
No, wait. There was only no. Okay, the match was talked about, right? And it was almost like this. I don't know. You know, you hear like an urban legend or a myth, like, oh, this thing happened or this exists, and it's like, yeah, right.
The footage never surfaced. It never aired. There are people that said they have seen copies of this match, but a lot of people thought maybe it was just lost to time.
Part of the reason it went missing was because it was kind of this innocuous, who cares, non-televised match that nobody realized would be historic until years later. And I think the other part of it was that before it became internet folklore, the WWE had no benefit in keeping it, right? I mean, if anything, it was just a reminder of how wrong they were about Tom Magee.
Put the tape in, match pops right up, and again, it was just like, whoa, what's happening here?
Bret always had all of his matches documented on VHS. His secretary was in the process of converting them all to DVD to obviously save space. That's how Mary Kate ended up, I believe, with this video.
So my name's Mary Kate Anthony. I'm originally from New Jersey, now residing in Tampa, Florida. Been a wrestling fan since as much as I can remember. Third generation wrestling fan, all female as well too. You could see me holding up my Bret Hart signs even back then. Got to do a lot of photography, which was always a passion of mine, and I wound up getting to be able to work in that industry.
A friend of mine, Mary Kate, She has been around wrestling for a long time. She's a big wrestling supporter.
Dear friend of mine, we call each other sisters. She worked for Bret as his assistant for many, many years. I had 2 bags of about 50 tapes of matches that were collected by her, where it was going to be a case of VHS is getting faded out, we're going to a digital platform. So here, take these tapes home with you. At that time, I had a DVD VHS burner, where you just convert one to the other and just put the tape in, go. Converted them over, shipped them back up to Calgary, done. She was like, it's gonna be pointless to send the tapes back, you could keep them, whatever. And they just sat there. And then here we are.
And at first, people didn't think it was the real deal because it had the wrong date on it. The name Magee was spelled incorrectly, so of course there were so many skeptics online that are like, this does not exist, this is not a real thing, until she started to post little clips of it online and people went, oh crap. I think the holy grail for wrestling tape trading has been found.
I felt like what should have happened when Al Capone's vault was open, that there was actually something awesome in there, but we got that. We got to open this vault and we got to find this tape. I mean, I read Bret's book about it, knew the situation behind the match, but just didn't know how intense and serious this was, that it was like almost like this holy grail of wrestling tapes. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I had this match. No, not at all.
The story is that the WWE said, yeah, he's not gonna be a star, he's the next superstar, he's the next big star. And he gets in the ring with Bret Hart, and he's everything they could have ever dreamed of. On top of all that, this is like 88, 89, so it's gonna take them years before they come to the conclusion that Bret Hart is the guy that they were looking for the whole time.
There he is, the Canadian star, Bret Hart.
It just goes to the story of Bret Hart, of this long build, this long burn for Bret to finally reach that main event level.
How good was Bret?
As good as he said he was. Yeah, Bret Hart was as good as he said he was. That's one of the things I love about Bret. That's one of the things that made him a great WWE champion. Because like he believed he was the WWE champion, and he was.
Excellence of execution, the best there is.
I think people are still catching up to how good he was. You know, I think that we all got to a point during the new generation where we started to believe in the excellence of execution. We started to believe in the catchphrase, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
That's one of the reasons why it took Bret Hart probably so long to be the top guy, because he was so valuable at making other top guys look like they should be the top guy.
All of those dreams, all of that hard work is paid off. Your wishes, your dreams have now come to fruition.
Just like everybody else, I want to watch this thing. It's supposed to be Bret Hart's true masterpiece, where he hadn't completely settled into being Bret Hart yet, but he proved that he could not only make himself look good, but he could also make his opponents look superhuman.
Wow! Full speed ahead.
Of course, all the eyes are on Tom Magee, and Bret does a great job of kind of piecing it all together and making the match good. So if you just watch that match as a standalone, you do think Tom Magee's the star, and it's funny that 5 years later, Tom Magee is nowhere to be seen, and Bret becomes WWE champion. The kind of the irony of the whole video to me.
I tell you right now how proud I am of this moment. This is the greatest moment of my whole life, and I dedicate this moment to all the people that believe that the biggest dreams can still come true.
The telling part of this story is that 3 years later in 1989, Tom Magee was still technically working for WWE. He had done multiple tours of Japan, he had worked all throughout Stampede, and he would do these smaller towns, and he would have these dark matches, and they would just kind of keep track of his progress. So for one reason or another, Tom Magee and WWE parted ways, and then he just left the wrestling business entirely.
I'm not sure what he ended up really doing later. I used to see him at the Gold's Gym. We all saw him there.
I have no clue where Tom Magee is. I know he's not in wrestling.
I had met Tom at the Gold's Gym there, and Davey said, "Oh, you know, remember Tom Magee?" And he was nice. He was still in very good shape, and he had some other kind of business going, and he was doing, I think, some TV show stuff or something like that. And he was nice and just said hi, and he didn't seem interested in wrestling at all anymore. But he was nice. He was friendly and cordial.
You know what? I think there's a market for Tom Magee meet and greet, like at conventions, and I can see. I mean, there's a there's a demand for Shockmaster out there.
I wonder if Tom Magee the man actually knows this urban legend and how fascinated people are with this. And, you know, hopefully, you know, somebody will be able to reach out to him and let him know how interesting this is. And, you know, maybe if his wrestling career ended on a bit of a sour note, maybe this can bring him a little bit of joy, knowing that 33 years later, people are still talking about him and still interested to know what has happened to this man.
Now, as you wrestling fans well know, nowhere do you find tougher competition than right here in the World Wrestling Federation. A tremendous influx of talent, second to none, in one man who has entered the competition here in the World Wrestling Federation with very excellent and very different credentials indeed. Big Tommy Magee. And Tommy, first off, welcome to the World Wrestling Federation.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Hi, I'm Mega Man, Tom Magee. I was happy with the match. I remember it being a real good wrestling experience. I can still remember the vigor of that match, just the whole thing working and being in sync. I remember flashes of pink, Bret's uniform. It felt like, oh, I've been trained to do this. Wow, you're euphoric.
Now, Tommy, for the fans that are unfamiliar with you, if you would, your height, your weight.
I'm 6'5" and 275 pounds.
You're referred to as like the next Hulk Hogan.
That's quite a quite a title, right? Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't hear it. They didn't let me hear it. I missed out on that. Life is full of opportunities and tragedies. That is life. But one thing's constant, whatever life I'm in, whether I'm in the middle of WrestleMania with 100,000 people cheering for me, or I'm walking down the street with just a few other people, there's one constant in that. It's still my existence, my experience of life. But of course, you know, you'd love to have the opportunity to rise to that opportunity.
I don't believe what I'm seeing.
If you could say anything to Bret today, what would you say?
I mean, he was an amazing athlete and entertainer. Thanks for having that great match with me and giving me a chance to do what I learned up in Calgary on Coach Hill with his dad and his brothers. I read about people's take on the match afterwards, you know, like long afterwards, but which was still quite a while ago. I'm not so surprised that it would resurface. I'm definitely happy that people want to see it and that they care. Yeah, that's great. And I don't know what they'll think of it. I don't know if they'll be impressed or not. And I don't know if I'll be impressed or not because I've never seen it.
Tremendous body, but also an excellent professional wrestling background as well.
Well, thank you. That's the important thing, is the performance in the ring.
Look at the body of Tom Magee.
Magee, you'll see that he's not even sweating.
No, I'd see it back again if someone showed it to me.
Did you want to watch it right now?
Well,
You don't have to.
have you got it?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Instructions coming a mile a minute from the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. In fact, I think he's on the case of the referee.
Wasn't Tommy Magee thrown off a bridge in Tallahatchie or something like that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it was Bobby Magee.
Too bad it wasn't Bobby Heenan.
Too bad it wasn't Gorilla Magee.
Uh-oh, got caught. Got the leg up there. What's he going to do with it? Look at that tremendous back development. Subscapularis muscles really sticking out there. Oh, look at the agility. A cartwheel and a beautiful backflip right out of nowhere. I might have seen that in the floor exercises on the Olympic gymnastics. Resembles that.
Guy probably looks like he hangs around Muscle Beach all the time and goes up and down there and does backflips. Who's he trying to impress?
I've never seen Bundy or Stud do any backflips. Or the King, for that matter.
Well, I've never seen an air traffic controller talk to you either up in the air.
Look at this, the mouth of the South screaming into that horrid megaphone. Always disrupting and irritating everyone at ringside.
There you go, now you got it. Now you got it.
Wow, agility with a nice leapfrog. Beautiful arm drag. Caught the Hitman, coming in full speed ahead. This capacity crowd here this week is really taking a shining. The young Tom Magee. Regardless of the outcome of this match, Bobby, we're going to be seeing a lot more of this youngster.
You can take this musclehead, baby. You can take
I sure hope not. Not that I'm worried about him at any means, but he just, I don't know. It's just something about him rubs me the wrong way.
Well, when I take a look at his body, Benedict Arnold doesn't look so good anymore.
You can't compare this ham and egger to Mr. Wonderful.
Who said anything about Mr. Wonderful? I said Benedict Arnold.
I know what you meant. I know what you were trying to imply.
Look out, Irish whip and whoa, what a move! Backflip, shades of Edouard Carpentier right off the top turnbuckle. I don't believe what I'm seeing.
I've never seen anything like that.
This crowd is standing ovation here for Tom Magee by this capacity crowd. And look at the Hitman. He's headed for the locker room. I don't blame him.
I have never seen anything like that.
Let's go back and take a look at that fantastic move we saw only moments ago. Look at this, it was a slingshot in. He grasped the top rope, and look at that. Backflip right off the top turnbuckle and ends up with a drop kick right in the kisser of the Hitman, and that is exciting. Back to live action. Hitman thought about it a little bit, and I think the mouth of the South sort of convinced him to go back, Bobby.
Well, I don't think they prepared themselves for, you know, most guys that come in the ring with a body like that are usually just nothing but a bunch of musclehead. This man has some athletic ability, it's obvious.
Does Benedict fall under that statement?
Benedict? I don't understand who you're talking about.
Paul Orndorff.
Or Orndorff, if he wanted to do those things, he could.
No,
I don't think he cares to.
That's not what I'm relating to, Bobby. You said that a guy comes in that looks like that, doesn't have too much upstairs, what it amounts to.
Mr. Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful, has a lot upstairs. He has a lot downstairs. He has a lot in the middle. The man's put together. He's a package.
Tide has turned here in this match as the Hitman is putting it to young Tom Magee right now. Only moments ago, he just dropped him with a nice inverted atomic drop.
Don't try to put mouths in my words. I mean, words in my mouth.
I love it. Dropping the leg right across the back of the neck.
He don't look too airborne now, does he?
No, he doesn't.
It looks like the Hindenburg.
I'll tell you, those are extremely high-risk moves that the youngster was doing. And you miss one of those, and it could terminate your career immediately. I don't suppose you'd have too much trouble getting a date for Saturday night, either.
No, I don't.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the youngster, Magee.
I'm not worried about his dating.
Upper hand right now by the Hitman in the corner. Referee quickly there to put the count on. He's absorbing a whole lot of punishment here. It's a good start for him. We'll be able to see just exactly what he can take and what he can't. Irish whip in now by the Hitman. Oh, nice sunset flip, roll up referee right there now.
Experience, Monsoon.
Got
the
planted.
key.
Didn't he get planted? One right between the eyes. Hitman in control once again. One right to the lower abdomen. Hitman always looks like he's disgusted, Bobby. Whether he has the upper hand in the match or not, he always looks disgusted to me.
Well, looks fine to me.
Look at that backbreaker. Look at the execution on that move. Hitman very happy with himself, perched on the second turnbuckle on the inside, just waiting for the youngster to get up. Oh! Hitman definitely in control at this point in time. 2 count, that's all. As young Tommy manages to kick out. Give me a break, Jimmy Hart. He doesn't stop for a second.
That's why he's a good manager.
Reversal. Wow. Oh. Full speed ahead. The Hitman hard into the turnbuckle.
I think he hurt his neck. His head whipped back and forth like he hit a brick wall 90 miles an hour.
Probably hurt his neck and his sternum and his rib cage and everything else. Elbow well planted as he had his feet planted firmly, and the Hitman went down. Look out. Small package right in the center of the ring. Referee right there. No. Hitman, after a 2 count, managed to kick out of there.
See, he's a show-off. He walks around, struts too much. If he had a man hurt like he had this man hurt twice, should have stayed on him.
Nice duck underneath. He won't get him here as he's very close to the ropes. Referee has to break it up as the Hitman reached down to that bottom rope. Slingshot coming up by Tom Magee. Oh, Hitman hung onto that top rope, and a drop kick caught absolutely nothing.
High risk. They don't pay off all the time, do they?
Came down right on that short rib area. Ah, look at this. Out onto the floor here. Not the place to be with the Hitman.
Threw him out like garbage.
Listen, now he's got to listen to that tongue lashing that he's going to get.
Stay on him, Jimmy.
Out to the south.
Tell him, Jimmy.
Why don't you go out there and help him?
I'm busy making sure you don't mess up.
Oh, okay. Finally making his way up to the apron. Looks like a suplex from the outside. Oh, he's got a handful of tights. Finally got him up. No, over the back goes Tommy Magee. And he rolls him up in a sunset flip. Oh, he got him. I can't believe it. Tremendous upset victory here.
I think he held his winner,
Tom Magee.
His capacity crowd is on its feet, and rightly so, cheering on this youngster, Tommy Magee. What a tremendous victory over the ring veteran, the Hitman, Bret Hart. Let's go back and take a look at the tremendous move as the referee's getting a whole lot of static. Oh, talk about a guy having tights. There it is right there. Slips right over the back of the Hitman. And now look at the leverage involved.
Now watch his hand.
Yeah,
right there, right there. See?
Does not have him by the
He does,
Bobby. Wow, tremendous matchup here this week. Take a look, watch these tremendous moves. Backflip. Oh, give me a break. This guy is unreal.
Looks like a ride at the fair.
We're going to be seeing a whole lot more of Tommy Magee here in the World Wrestling Federation. We'll be back.
Ho ho.